we get into today's video, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I am still in San Antonio, Texas as of filming this. I'm filming this for you guys on Saturday, but by the time you guys see it, I will already be back home. And I don't know why y'all didn't warn me. It is hot here. Okay, I'm from Florida. It is too hot here. And I thought it wasn't humid in Texas. I thought it was only humid in Florida. It is stifling hot here. So, but other than that, we are having a great time. I'm actually getting ready to go see Jordan again today. Super excited. We're going to do some bowling and hang out on base. So we are so excited and grateful for these moments. So other than that, now I got to be honest with y'all. My opinion on Amber has changed a bit. And you guys know that before I've pretty much thought that she could, be lying and that Johnny Depp could be, a victim and all of that stuff. But my opinion has changed and I'll tell you guys why in just a minute. So stay with me and you're going to want to stay to the end of this video because I got some kind of funny stuff at the end. So stay all the way to the end. But if you guys don't know about the whole Johnny Amber situation, I have a whole entire playlist. Go and check it out and start from the first video and work your way all the way down and you will get all caught up. Before we get into it though, I did want to remind you guys that I do have a second channel, Casually Christina. We just do things more casually over there, more laid back, Also have a Patreon. My Patreon is for 18 and up. And over there, we do more personal story times. We go live over there. We also have a $2 tier over there where we do like the true crime stuff that cannot go onto YouTube. We go over crime scene photos, that type of stuff. We have actually gone over the Johnny Depp crime scene photos that he presented, and we will eventually go over the ones that she presented. It's pretty uncut over there though, so that's why it's 18 and up. So if you're coming over there, you got to be ready because we talk about some things. And I also have an Instagram as well as a Facebook, and those are always linked down in the description box if you'd like to come and check me out. So y'all, we've been in San Antonio and I've been with my husband, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, Jaden and Grandma Lee, all of us, and me and my husband and my mother-in-law and Grandma Lee have all been sitting down at nighttime and watching the trial together. Okay.
Can you please tell the jury about your wedding?
You buying it, Grandma?
No, I think she's full of crap.
Oh, God. Now, watching Amber Heard testify for the second day made me extremely thankful for listening to Johnny Depp testifying and all those little jokes that he inserted.
You were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
Sometimes drink whiskey in the mornings too, right?
Isn't happy hour anytime?
But Amber's testimony for the first 5 hours basically is so long, drowned out, and boring.
Just as bad as anything else. I just remember that he left me on the closet floor, and as embarrassing as it is to say, I thought maybe he really feels this way. It broke my heart.
I wanted to scream. Do you hear me? I was texting my friends like, I can't do this. I can't. My attention span is not going to let me have it. It's so theatrical and like, boring and, oh my gosh, painful to watch. But let me tell y'all something before we get into little details that Amber spoke about. One thing about Amber, baby, is she ain't gonna accept responsibility for nothing she did. I sat there and listened to her testify for about 6 or 7 hours, and not one time did she straight up talk about her being wrong or her doing this. It was always Johnny Depp, everything. And she was very detailed about the things that Johnny supposedly did. But then when it came to like her, she would be like,
You have an argument with Mr. Depp relating to Lily Rose in November 2013.
Yes.
Can you please describe that?
Well, I was, you know, these kids were, I found them to be these beautiful, wildly intelligent little weirdos. And I was,
and I'm like, I hope the jury is catching this. She literally skims over and can't remember what she says or what she did or how she reacted, unless it's like her in her story, she's in the victim, stance, like where she's, saying she's laying on the carpet and she just couldn't believe it. She couldn't get up. And so when I got up, I said a couple things to him. I can't really remember what it was, but then he like, all right, girlfriend, we're listening. Now, on the second day of Amber testifying, it is still her team questioning her. And baby, when I tell you, I can't wait until cross-examination. It's going to be good. Y'all better be here, okay? Because it is going to be good. But Johnny Depp's team was a whole lot of like, objection, leading.
Move in with him.
Objection leading. Your Honor, I'm going to object on hearsay.
he's my co-star.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay. Objection, hearsay. Her communications are hearsay.
To say that it was fine.
Objection,
that
hearsay.
I found out that he was in a hotel room with Paul Bettany.
Objection, hearsay.
You have with Lily Rose without saying anything she said.
Objection, hearsay. Objection leading.
If we approach your kids in the car on the street, you
Objection,
need to move
hearsay. Calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
He finished filming. The plan was to
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay. Objection, form, compound.
And it actually seemed to work because Amber would be asked a question and she would go off on these like long explanations where she was very much, in my opinion, in character. And this is the part that I want to tell y'all that my opinion has changed as of now, okay? I believe as of now that Amber Heard is just a straight up liar. Okay, now I watched her testify and contradict herself to the point my husband was catching it. Again, I don't know about y'all's husbands, but do they care anything about this? Okay. He was like, wait a minute, she just said this and this, and I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And that's when we realized that Johnny Depp's team stopped objecting. And in my opinion, they were letting Amber Heard just talk and talk and talk and talk. And it was great.
In my head, instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him. I just, in my head, instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him.
Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him.
Because the more Amber talked, the more she contradicted herself, the more she made herself look, in my opinion, like a liar. And I just can't help but to wonder what the jury is thinking. Is the jury seeing what we're seeing? Okay. I hope so. I hope so. Because allegedly the people that are, in the jury are not supposed to really know about their history and all of that stuff. They ask them all them questions before they get selected for jury, the way that I understand it. And again, I want to remind you guys, this is for allegedly. The whole entire video is allegedly. I wasn't there in any of these situations. I'm just giving you guys my very unprofessional opinion. Now, I also want to show you guys this video right here of her with the nose. I just thought that this was so funny. Like, who made this?
For a long time, and eventually...
Who made this? Now, Amber comes in and she shows a bunch of photos of Johnny passed out again, which, again, makes me cringe seeing these photos, knowing that she collected these photos. That to me does not seem like a woman who loves her husband, although she sat up on the stand, y'all, and cried without a single tear, honey.
I don't know how Sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I couldn't breathe. Please. I don't know. Please, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get through to him. I couldn't.
I hear the snot build up. Where's the tears?
The next month, 2015,
There's the camera.
to your wedding. Can you please?
And that's what broke my heart. Because I didn't want to leave him. But I was just looking at the... Frankly, because I didn't know what else to do. And heartbroken.
I'm sitting here watching this woman and going, she's never going to get another movie role after this. How is she even in Hollywood? They must have some special cameras that make people look like they're great actors or something. Or, you know, they must make people do these scenes 1,000 times and they take little clips out of each of them, because how is she an actor? This is horrible acting, and this is her performance of a lifetime. This is going to make or break her career, and in my opinion, it's broken. She shows all these pictures of Johnny Depp passed out all over the place, and so what? We've seen it. We know he drinks a lot. We know he uses substances. We know he's got the issues with that. He has admitted it. He's talked about it. And in all honesty, when you see Johnny Depp and you see his mysterious ways before this whole entire situation, what did you think he was doing at home? I mean, no offense or anything, and I'm not judging Johnny Depp, but to me it makes sense when you look at Johnny Depp. He's very like punk rock. And again, I'm not generalizing everybody that's into like metal or punk rock or, you know, artsy. I'm just saying Johnny Depp, right? Like the image that he portrayed. Did you think he was out by the pool in his flip-flops and his, you know, rubber ducky swimsuit bottoms with a shirt off and a belly hanging out and a cigar in his mouth flipping burgers for the kids? Like, I don't see it. Okay, I see him doing exactly what he did, playing a guitar, sitting around at nighttime, you know, drinking and being Johnny Depp. Now, she talks a lot about how Johnny Depp was so jealous of like her in these movie roles, and he tried to control what she wore and all of that. And I don't know about any of that. But what I do think is that Amber Heard strikes me as the type of woman that tries to make her man jealous in order to get a reaction out of him. If she's not getting enough attention from him, if she's not feeling fulfilled, she will do something to get a reaction out of him. That's what I see from her, right? Like, and also she talked about how Johnny Depp would get extremely irate or jealous when she would do like romance scenes in movies with other actors. And if that is true, and I'm not excusing Johnny Depp's behavior, because I've said many times I think he's wrong in a lot of ways. I think he needs help in a lot of ways. But as of now, I do think he's the victim in this situation, okay? But I think that the reason why, if that is true, that Johnny Depp gets jealous is because of how their relationship started. You guys remember? She was in a relationship and he was in a relationship with Vanessa or not. It's still, the lines are blurred. He has not really responded on that, but she's saying that he told her he wasn't, okay? Nevertheless, they both say that they felt the chemistry when they had that kissing scene on a movie set. So of course that would make him feel a bit insecure, because that's how their relationship started. But I also think, in my personal opinion, that Amber did things to make him jealous because she wanted attention. And so therefore, you know, and then when he would get jealous and she'd get that attention, and then she used it against him to victimize herself to get more attention. Now, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong for Johnny Depp to feel that way. I'm just saying if I put myself in his shoes, I can see how that would happen. Amber goes on to show different text messages from Johnny where these text messages seem a bit, the tone is definitely not friendly in these text messages, but none of them seem like super incriminating or bad. I have no idea why she's using these text messages as evidence. It seems like if Johnny Depp was as horrible as she's trying to make him out to be, she would have more proof. With that being said, okay, she goes into describing some horrendous fights between the two, okay? And by between the two, I'm meaning she's describing Johnny Depp as attacking her in all of these crazy ways. But she doesn't have any photographic proof of these attacks. I mean, one time she talked about him dragging her through glass, and it was the night of the finger incident. Now, I am trying to make this video not an hour long because I definitely could. However, when she described this fight, she left out anything that she could have done. There is a recording of an aftermath of that fight, and I'm going to link this video actually below. So as the phone is recording, and allegedly Amber recorded this, but then she turned around and said that Johnny Depp recorded it on her phone and she did not realize. Now that is so strange because Amber got on the stand hyperventilating, crying, acting like Johnny Depp destroyed the whole entire place, beat her up, drug her through glass, there was blood everywhere. But these people come into the house and all they talk about is helping Johnny and getting her away from Johnny and getting her medicated.
Fucking understood what you are and who you are and how you fucked me over and make me feel sick of myself. You're still fine enough to do this with that on. He's gonna be stupid out. So you know, I'll tell her.
I'm sure Nick did. I just want a pen.
The majority of the blood, Debbie, is downstairs, but I went through that really carefully. Oh, wait, there's someone trying to clean something out. We are really concerned because he's got a lot of pain.
A lot of pain?
Pain. He's got a lot of pain also.
My reasoning, which may be wrong, should be where all the blood is, and that's down there.
You want me to take it? Let me go give it some Hans and then I'll come back.
Yeah. I looked at it really carefully. Dad's down there. He couldn't see it either.
Okay.
Didn't find it. Oh. All right, Jerry.
In the trash, in the
My advice, Emma's going to take care of herself. We're going to take care of him. They can't be together now. It's going to send off and come back. So, however, Amber, I think she should be in Los Angeles with her support system. And this act runs its course. And this is not going to be 1 day. It's going to be 2 days.
How about I feel like somebody needs to fly with her.
Jerry,
She won't touch her.
Yes, I mean, I know, I don't need to validate what you're saying, but.
No, but I'm just wondering if there's another person. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I asked those same questions earlier, and it almost like that. For that reason, like he's not going to be manipulated, he's a strong guy.
Yeah, is there a trash that has bandages in it?
It works, man.
Don't mess with the house, man.
Oh, yeah, wait.
What's your speed on?
Is he gone?
Yes. Which I feel like maybe that's one of the first things we can't, we're not forget about.
Now, look through this. I looked through it once. I didn't see anything that looked like flesh. There's nothing anywhere.
I'm not sure.
But I bet it's in here. He's got this all over. I mean, he's going to get infected, so that we have to sell ours.
We got that. How big of a piece of skin are you looking for?
We're looking at this. We're looking at like a third of the tip of the finger. And it's that, I mean, he's going to get cellulitis. That loves him, but we're about to. Maybe she should have something. I told Danny it's probably used to this.
Can I give her like 50 of Circle?
What?
50 of Circle?
Yeah.
300 grams?
Yeah.
She only usually takes 25. Are you okay with 50?
Oh, the Seroquel?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with 100, but give her 50. So I'll tell you what's done in that. This is guilt.
She won't take 50. I gave her 25 and 300 and said we reassess in a little bit.
All the while, Amber is screaming that she loves Johnny. She doesn't want to leave him. He's going to be so mad at her. And it just is crazy because Amber Heard gets on the stand and says that Johnny Depp SA'd her, but yet she is begging him not to leave. She doesn't want to be away from him. She wants to go to the hospital with him. You guys, none of it makes any sense. Johnny Depp's ex, who he was with, Vanessa, the mother of his 2 children, wrote a letter back in 2016, this right here, where she basically says that in the 14 years that she was with Johnny Depp, he was never physically to her, and the allegations against him look nothing like the Johnny that she knows. Now, Lily, his daughter, wrote a letter as well, too. I'm not so sure about the son. I know that his son pretty much stays all the way out of the spotlight. His daughter, Lily, is a model and stuff, so she's already in the spotlight. I just find that so interesting that 14 years, and this woman has nothing to owe him. She's got her whole entire own career. Okay, their children are grown. She ain't getting no child support. He's still going over there and spending Christmas with the family. But, you know, Amber is the only person that's ever made these type of allegations against him. And she, again, like I've said before, is also the only one that's ever been arrested for a DV situation. Now, I know that if you guys watch her testify, and some of the things that she says can seem like very emotional and very like, oh my gosh, like, is she telling the truth? And I'll be honest with you guys, I do believe that there are truths sprinkled in there. Okay. But I also find it very hard to believe that out of all these recordings and out of all these photos, she has yet to get a recording of him actually doing these things against her. Okay. That seems super duper strange to me. But you know what there is a recording of? There's a recording of Johnny Depp saying that he needed to get away from her because she always takes it to the physical. And then she accuses him of splitting, and what it seems like she's meaning by splitting is he leaves. Okay, that's the way he deals with things. He leaves the situation. He walks into another room, which can really aggravate some people, okay, because they want you to sit down and talk right here, right now. Okay, I've been there too myself. I had a lot of maturing to do. Like, no, we need to put all the cards on the table and talk right now. But not everybody deals with their issues that way. Some people have to walk away for an hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days sometimes, you know?
We gotta change how we do things, and I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone. All the trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night, you fucking...
What about all the other times you split? Come on, you cannot act like that's about that. It's not.
Well, on a plane, I can't split.
No, and you hit back, so don't act like you don't participate.
I pushed you.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved. And that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight.
So when Johnny Depp said, you took it to the physical, you hit me, her response is, but you split. You always split. Why wasn't her response, yeah, but you were beating me, you were dragging me, you were doing all these things, you were cutting me, you were using a vodka bottle against me? Why was her response to him that he leaves? Because that has been his story this whole time. Amber has continuously added in new parts. Every time we listen to her, we learn something new that she's got to say here. And I just, you guys, it's unbelievable. Now, what do you think about that? It's pretty unbelievable. It's just, to me, plain as day that she is lying, in my opinion. Now, court ended, and it's supposed to start back again the week after next. There's going to be no court at all next week. And the judge said that the last day of court is going to be on May 27th. So it's going to continue to go on through the end of this month. However, this audio recording that me and you are listening to right now, I don't know if it's going to be played in court for the jury. If it's not, this is going to be so sad because she is sitting up on the stand saying that he did all these horrible things to her. She was so hurt, but yet she didn't get a single picture. And we all know Amber loves taking pictures, but it's weird. Some of the things that she does is super duper weird. It's collecting evidence. She was gathering evidence against Johnny for a time such as this, in my opinion. But nevertheless, I hope that this is played in court when they go back. She talked a lot about how Johnny Depp got super erratic when he was using substances and drinking and all of that. And all of that was just no shocker. I mean, it was really a lot of the same story over and over again, but it was brutal because they were going like month by month through every year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just stop, please, for the love of God. But then, like I said, when they let her talk in the theatrical experience, I'm sitting there in my living room, my family, like screaming, like, are you kidding me? Is this really, is everybody else in the court seeing this? Is everybody else seeing this? I think that they are. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple things that was sent to me. A friend of mine sent this to me, and I cringed so hard, okay? They get up to go to a break during court. And I didn't notice this until my friend sent it to me. But when they get up, Johnny Depp gets ready to walk out, and Amber gets ready to walk out, and she almost comes within, I guess, 5 or 10 feet of him. And she acts like she's so scared of him. Watch this. Did y'all see that? She goes, she like backs all the way up into that pole that's back there. And I'm watching that. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. When you begged this man to meet up with you after you filed your little play restraining order in order to get more attention, because nothing you were doing was getting the attention that you want, okay? Then she literally in court acts like she's afraid of him, being close to him. You have got to give me a break. She begged that man. And in my personal opinion, she would still be with him to this day had he not cut it off. It is so ridiculous. She stayed in character even after the jury was out. I can't deal with it, man. Y'all men out there, women, I'm going to talk to y'all another time because it's always me and you. Men, y'all need to stop this getting caught up in a pretty face, a nice body, a whatever. Okay, some of these women out here are all the way crazy. Okay, they will drag you through the mud and sleep just fine at nighttime. You got to look past looks, okay, and a pretty little smile. You need to get to know people. Get to really know them. Okay, you don't know somebody by their Facebook post. People put out there whatever they want to put. You don't know somebody by text messages. Okay, people can put a smiley face in a text message and be chopping the heads off snakes while they're doing it. You know, I mean, you just don't know. Get to know people. Protect yourself too. Okay, if nothing else, this situation has shown us in color that men can be victims too. Which I knew that, a lot of y'all knew that, but there is a stereotype that only women are put in these situations, and it's simply not true. And again, I'm only saying that because there is a stigma that you only have to be concerned about men, but it's not true. Evil comes in all sizes, shapes, colors, genders, okay? All of it. And then the last thing, I have to talk about the posed photo because if not, you guys are going to be blowing me up some more. You guys have been all up in my emails. I love you guys. Thank you guys for sending me all the little clips. And I love reading your comments down below too and reading what your thoughts are and what y'all think is wild. And so Amber posed for this photo. Now, a lot of people over on Twitter were saying that she was snorting coke on the stand. Watch this.
Can you pull up 272, please? And after you both return to LA.
Now, some people are also saying that they believe that she posed for a photo. I believe she posed for the photo. Let's watch it again. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And you guys, she got a new PR team. Remember how she fired her PR team? And they put out this statement right here. I'm not even going to read it because to you guys can pause it, screenshot it, whatever, read it. Her PR team is trying to make it sound like she's winning in the courtroom. Where? I hope not, because I hope not. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Does this seem like a new PR stunt, or do you think that these people really think that? Let me know down below. All right, my loves, it was so good hanging out with you guys. I'm going to get on and skedaddle. I'm going to go see Jordan and spend the day with him, and I will see you guys back here on Friday. Until then, I love you guys. Have a great week. Bye.